Hi everyone, Ravenna from Triple Moon Goddess 88 here. Welcome to my channel. Message today. So I was outside taking my rubbish out, and on my way back inside I saw a feather, and so I grabbed it. A little beat up, and then I saw another one and I thought, oh, that's a bit scruffy, and universe said pick it up. So I picked it up and I'm like, oh, and I brought it inside and I cleaned them both, as I do with any feather I find. And it was looking a bit scruffy, but it's still, to me, it's beautiful, And as I was cleaning it, I was in my bathroom giving them a good wash, and the ancient Japanese art of kintsugi came to my mind. For those who don't know what kintsugi is, it's when they have broken cups or vases or plates or anything that breaks, they put it back together with a special sort of glue or mortar or something, with gold in it. And basically it's to show that, even broken things are beautiful when they're put back together. They're not put back together perfectly, but they're beautiful in their imperfections, So seeing these feathers, being a bit battle worn, obviously this bird has been through it. There's old feathers broken and missing, and then there's new feathers broken and missing, and it's a bit battle worn. It's been through it, and this is for the people that have been through it, and this is for specific people that have got to a stage in their healing where they're sort of struggling because they've gotten to a point where they're like, I've done everything I can. Like, what can I do now? I know there's still stuff I need to do, but I can't do it. I don't know what's going on. Why? And basically, universe is saying that you've done all you can. There's nothing more that you need to do yourself. And universe is bringing in people, places, things, animals, passions, a new interest, inspiration in some way that is going to help you. And in reference to the kintsugi, with the art of, you've done so much healing, and you've been filling the cracks of your heart, your mind, your soul, your body, whatever, excuse me, with this gold, and the beauty of that is those flaws and those cracks and the holes in you are part of your history. They're a part of your story. They're a part of your lessons. They're part of who you were, and the gold represents who you are now. It's bringing together the old and the new, but in a completely different way. And it's not going to be beautiful to everyone. You're not going to be beautiful to everyone. And I'm not talking, surface level stuff. I'm talking to people that see the real you. Some people aren't going to understand the new you. Some people aren't going to understand how you've done what you've done. They're just going to see, they're still going to have this picture of the old you in their heads. Your healing is your story, and you've mended yourself May not seem like it at times, but you've mended yourself with love, with self-love, because if you didn't or weren't learning to love yourself, you wouldn't have started the healing process anyway. So that was an act of self-love all on its own. Whether it was conscious or subconscious, you took that step to start the healing process. And the gold in those parts of yourself, in reference to where you feel you've only got to a certain point with your healing and you don't understand why things aren't moving forward. It's because those parts that haven't quite healed yet, or those cracks in your soul or your heart or whatever, they're not as painful, but you do notice that they're still there. And that's what I was saying before about universe saying that you have healed enough on your own. It's time for you to allow them to let what they want to bless you with in, so that you can finish that healing journey. And they want you to know that if you allow that something or someone is coming into your life that is going to help you heal the rest. They said it's not something you can do on your own, not because you are or aren't doing anything right or wrong, or that you haven't done enough yourself, because you have. It's just that sometimes we need others. We need community. We need soul tribe. We need soulmates. And I'm not talking just love and all that sort of, I'm talking, friends, family. And I'm not talking the karmic soulmates. Some are, yeah, obviously. But I'm talking the ones that, come in not as lessons, but as gifts from universe. We need others, we need people, we need places, we need experiences, animals, guides, those things outside of ourselves that we sometimes forget that we do need. And those parts of ourselves complete the parts of the healing that we just cannot do on our own. It's like if you're starting a new project, new job, new whatever it is, there's people to guide you. There's people there to help you. If you don't know something, you ask questions, don't you? So that's sort of the energy that what's the universe is bringing into your life, or if you allow that into your life, is going to be that part of that. And this is for someone specific. It says you're tired, you've been working hard on your healing journey, and you can't see any changes or growth, but that's externally. Okay, universe wants you to know that there has been so much movement within, and also in the background. They're saying that they've been helping you with that as well. And just because you can't see that on the external doesn't mean it hasn't happened. It just hasn't caught up on the outside yet. You've got to give it time for that to integrate. They're saying that the pain you went through, yes, it's real, but it was to build, it was to build the wisdom and the strength for you moving forward, so you will allow what they have for you to come in. so that you will actually appreciate what is coming in and use the gifts that they're giving you to help you on in whatever way, whether it be the healing, whether it be the love, whether it be, the happiness, the contentment, the peace, the joy in your life that you need. So yeah, it hasn't caught up on the outside yet. So universe sees all this, and that's why they're bringing something into your life to help with this part of your healing. And these people, animals, places, things, experience, or whatever it is, it's not only going to help you heal, but it'll help you bring the joy, happiness, light back into your heart. That's not superficial. It's not the surface level stuff. This is deep down to your soul. You've worked so hard. Now they're also saying that by allowing this in, these new people, places, experiences, the people and even the animals, that are going to be coming in, and the guides are mirrors in some way. So by them helping you heal, you're helping them heal as well, in different ways, in whatever way they actually need it. And it's not like this big burden for you or responsibility for you. This is just going to happen naturally. This isn't something that you have to work at. This is just something you have to allow, and just keep moving forward. It'll be natural. You're not responsible for anyone else's healing. Let me get that very clear. You are not responsible. You're also not responsible for other people's opinions or reactions towards you, especially while you're going through your healing. Because like I said, people only have this version of who you are, of who you used to be in their heads. Like they don't, unless they are there with you throughout the journey and the process, and they see the growth and they acknowledge the growth and are with you, people from your past, people that you're healing from, people that you've left behind for whatever reason, because the universe has removed them out of your life in whatever way. It could just be a slow fading away, or it could be a quite abrupt tower moment. Whatever it is, they don't matter. What matters is you and where you're going, not where you've been. So yeah, it's going to happen naturally. It's just going to be, you sort of moving through life and evolving and growing, and one day you're just, you'll be with your soul tribe or your soul home, or you'll have this sense of belonging and this joy and that you didn't realise wasn't there. You'll just feel that those holes or those cracks have been completely filled up, and you'll have so much joy and contentment and happiness, and you'll just look up one day and just feel this whole sense of peace within yourself and your soul, because you'll feel whole, probably for the first time ever. So universe just wants you to know that there's nothing that you're not doing. There's nothing else you need to do. You just need to allow. And I think that comes down to, that the message that I did the other day about dropping a sword. If you haven't seen that one, that might be something you want to look at. Universe says it's time to drop your sword. Because it's a matter of surrendering and allowing what universe wants to, what's already yours, what universe is waiting to give you. You know, if you open up and allow universe to do its job, ask universe to do its job, you know, not demand, but just ask, you know, and gratefully and thankfully, you know, thank you, universe, for allowing me to, you know, surrender, asking for their help to allow. And that comes down to that worthiness too, and releasing those wounds around worthiness, around abandonment, around lack, scarcity mindset, around that the negative mindsets, the fears, the control, you know, the needing to let go of control. And that could be in many different ways. I'm not saying you're a controlling person. I'm saying that need to know what's going to happen next, and that need to, well, I need to be doing this so that this can happen. Well, that's not how universe works. And that's one of my lessons is, you know, but I need to be doing this. I need to be doing something to make this happen, or no, because those things may or may not happen depending on what universe has planned for you. You just have to allow. So I'm going to leave that there. But just remember, there is beauty. There is beauty in the broken pieces, and the right people that will come along will help you feel the rest. Help you feel the rest without you having to do a single thing. So on that note, I will never reach out to you for any reason in any way. There are a lot of scammers about, so block, delete, report. If anyone asks you for money, anyone contacts you first, that is not me at all. Also, please follow, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps get my channel out there, and to other people who may need to hear these messages. So really appreciate it. And I will see you all next time. I hope you all have a good day. And till then, bye.